Hey guys, I'm Cassim.
And I'm Fiona Nova.
And you're listening to the Cream Team Dream Stream, sponsored by the fine folks at heartaudiocables.com.
Use code KWIO at checkout at heartaudiocables.com to get 15% off your entire order.
That's right. And we're also available wherever you listen to your podcasts, including Apple and Spotify.
Thanks for
listening.
Great work.
Hell yeah.
That made me come. What do you say we do this thing? It's a Monday, we're back in a yard. That means it's time for the Cream Team Dream Team. Here's Cassim and Fiona. We're just changing. It's the same shot, actually, now, so there's nothing to reveal.
Thank you, Case. It's a pleasure to be back here live with my compadres on the Cream Team Dream Stream on this March
8th.
4th.
No, 4th.
You don't know what fucking day it is.
I don't know.
We're going to get into why Fiona's lost in time, and we're going to do, I got a Dune movie review today. We've got some Katt Williams clips. We've got some P.O. Box that you've sent us. But first, we want to welcome you to the stream. Know that if you're watching this live on Case's channel, every gifted sub, every little bitty dropped in this stream gets shouted at the end in a rap god Guinness World Record-setting flow that Case will do. So we appreciate those of you that support Twitch, Case's Twitch channel by subscribing, giving gifted subs, leaving little tiny bitties. Let's try not to do the one bitties anymore, okay?
If you're gonna like, don't show that you're broke. You know,
it's more out of spite too.
I think they're showing that they're rich, but they hate me.
I think they're showing that they're fucking broke, and we don't want broke people.
Speaking of not wanting broke,
we're launching our $40 cookies actually today. It's our big announcement.
Yeah, right.
We're also brought to you by heartaudiocables.com, where you can use the promo code QUIO to save yourself 15%. As you see, these fancy XLRs that we have that are shielded, braided, colorful, are all brought to you by heartaudiocables.com. And then if you guys are like small-time creators or even big-time creators, maybe Miskiff is watching this. Maybe you guys need to upgrade your equipment for your content creation game. Well, why don't you go over to the website? Or say you don't do that and you need a t-shirt to cover your body like me, who's slowly gaining 5 pounds a month, and you need to size up. They make them all the way in a double XLs, and they have a Cream Team logo right on the back, brought to you by Clobberinthyme's Artistic Skills, with a Heart Audio embroidered logo on the front. It's a wonderful way to support the pod, and it's a wonderful way to support the community, which Heart Audio Cables is a part of. So that's the business. Welcome to the show.
Also, I just want to say I'm sorry if I offended anyone in chat by saying that. I, too, am broke.
Yeah.
Which is why I feel like it's okay for me to say that.
Yeah, you're like
I might be
it's
moving.
lived
I might
experience.
Be literally moving.
And just so nobody feels underrepresented, Cass and I, rich as fuck. Like,
they're rich. I've been broke.
Yeah.
I've been starting to feel the money sweats coming in, because it's like, well, this stream, my stream, I love doing it. Not pulling in any dollars. Let's just say
$0.
It's not like
it's pulling in a
It's
little
not
bit.
Like sustainable.
It's not
unless
sustainable.
You're Hassan.
I've got to do something like our boy Miskiff. I've got to open a gym. I've got to potentially be affiliated with somebody who essays someone. I've got to drop a slur. I've got to create some controversy to get this sort of live streaming thing going.
Just do like 40 editing jobs a week. That'll
pay off.
That'll cover
I
it
think
for you.
So,
yeah,
40. I would.
I don't want
to die. I would want to die, and I know that's what you do. So props to you.
Yeah, the fact that I managed to stay alive and not constantly just seek out the nearest bridge.
Yeah,
incredible.
No, that's fair. Yeah, the only thing that's been keeping me going has been this P. Diddy situation, which I don't know if anyone's been listening to this.
Me and Case will tell you what we know about it.
Okay.
Which is, and I don't know a lot.
Okay.
All I know is that P. Diddy it's finally, the dam has broke. And I think for 20, 30 years, people were afraid to speak out against P. Diddy because he will have you killed or he will have you beat up.
But can I will say the Katt Williams interview, I think was...
The dam breaking?
I think it was.
He's smashing dams all over town.
I think he gave us a hammer.
Wow.
And we just need just one little more knock.
Here's a hammer. Use it wisely, Joe Rogan.
Well,
We have a bunch of Katt Williams clips coming up, by the way.
We
too.
do.
Stay tuned.
Well, there's been rumors about him for years.
There
sort of
has.
foundational rumor being he was like a houseboy basically for a
Yeah.
record label owner. He fucked 2 different record label owners in
Yeah.
his very early 20s to get where he's at. So he's
Who
sort
is
of
this, P.
Machiavellian
Diddy?
and insane P.
Okay,
Diddy.
yeah.
And then, during that course, he founds Bad Boy, all this stuff.
Yeah.
Basically, the tracks are
Yeah.
greased by those previous owners of a different
Yeah.
record label. And anyway, since then, he's kept up the same pattern of behavior, like violence, sexual abuse, and da-da-da.
So
The
what do you
jacket
know?
of
So
the
what do you-
entertainment
what do you-
industry is lined
that's-
with homosexuality,
So that's
Joe.
what you know, right?
That is what I know in addition to some of like the reporting on the Cassie
Right. Okay.
suit.
And that's
What do
all
you
I know.
know?
All I
You
know
know
is that
that?
he potentially was involved in a shooting.
Okay.
Like he orders hits.
So there have been court documents that have been circulating because
Okay.
Lil Rod, I don't know if anyone knows who this is, Rodney, Lil Rod,
Nope. Never heard of him.
is suing P. Diddy.
I have my own little rod.
Okay. He's suing P. Diddy. And in these court documents that are all alleged, he essentially is calling out a lot of rappers and a lot of R&B artists and a lot of singers that have truly engaged in a lot of homosexual, like sexual behavior, as well as the shooting, as well as prostitution, as well as
Sexual assault.
possible sex trafficking and all of this.
Oh, yeah.
Well, just to
And-
respond to something in chat, there is a bit of gay demonization happening whenever there's a story like this. However, I will say in this case, it is more so like continuous sexual assault.
Can
Some
I-
of it of men, some of it of women.
Yeah, well, here's the reason why I want to talk about this gay thing is because
Let's figure it out.
Let's talk about this because the
Is it
way
here to
these
stay?
men, please, the way these men have talked about women, have talked about fucking women,
Uh-huh.
have talked about the way they're like so against homosexuals, will
Yep.
call out the slur, will be like you're gay, like ew, like they have such internalized homophobia
Yeah.
and misogyny
Yeah.
and just things that emasculate them. They are so insecure about it that they actually engage in homosexuality. Like they actually, and it's actually so, it's showing me, it's like, you know what? You don't like women. I actually, it shows so well. You have shown me consistently that as much pussy
You're not
as
even
you
gay,
get,
you just hate women.
Dude, that is the ultimate disrespect.
the way you talk about women in the music and the way you treat women, it's like, yeah, you hate women so much that like it's kind of gay how much you like how you treat women. Like it's kind of
Yeah.
just like you're gay, like you don't like women.
I think
If
if
you
you're closeted enough, you actually become a gay vampire, and you
think
can't see your
so.
own reflection.
I think
So you never
so.
have to self-reflect on
But
any
I
of your
think that's
behavior.
actually it. And when they're calling out people, like there's like I don't know, there's like people like rappers that like Usher, Meek Mill, Chris Brown's talked about it, like Cuba Gooding Jr.
Cuba Gooding Jr.
Yeah.
Snow Dogg himself.
Yes, dude. Yes.
Wait, what?
Literally, it's in this court documents. It's like literally that he like was essentially touching on Lil Rod and like sexually assaulting him.
Cuba, no.
Yes, and like all of this is coming out all to light. It's like a dam broke because it feels like there's been such weird things happening in like the music industry that it's all coming out. And
The
it's like
money's,
so
the money's
insane.
not there to keep it under wraps
and
anymore.
now you go like on TikTok, they're really digging deep into it. They're like, is Jay-Z involved in this? Is Kanye involved in this? Like it goes deep, deep, deep. It feels like it's like surviving R. Kelly. It's like obviously it's gonna be surviving P. Diddy, but it just feels like we scratched the surface with R. Kelly. Like it goes deep.
Does this go like deep state? Like
I think it
adrenochrome harvesting kids?
I think it goes really, really
Oh my
deep.
God, Q-tipping on.
And it is kind of insane. It's kind of insane how this is all just like we're just getting this information. And so what's funny?
Hold
well,
on, he said Q-tipping on, and it just went and came and went, and we need to like,
okay,
we need to hang on Q-tipping on for a little, just like for a second.
Yeah,
and I want to
okay.
recognize how funny that was, and then. But you're right. No, all
It's
this
just
is terrible.
so insane.
That was really good.
It's just so insane that these men who like talk such shit about women and like literally are, I don't know, like they talk shit about gay people too. Like they're so insecure in that way. And then people are now saying that Justin Bieber was definitely a part of this.
Well, there's these maybe not horrible,
Not a
but very
part of it,
alarming old videos of
Yes.
Justin Bieber hanging out with P. Diddy.
Like, literally, it convinced people are like, Justin Bieber, time to clear your conscience. Like, come out, talk about what happened.
It's literally a reporter being like, "Do you feel comfortable hanging around this rapper lifestyle?" And then Justin Bieber with like this 1,000-yard stare, being like, "It's so like, exciting to be here."
But it feels
they
like
really opened me up.
It feels like it feels like that there's a possibility that even more stories get told. But it also sucks because it's like they probably don't feel comfortable coming out and saying it because obviously it's P. Diddy, and two, because it probably will ruin their image, which is again so insane. And it's like, it just sucks. It's so fucked up. And so, yeah, it feels like it's going really deep into it.
He's a bad boy.
I was talking to Kevin. Kevin calls me and he's like, yo, this P. Diddy situation, we're just like yelling, talking about how insane this is. Like, we were just talking about, because no one else knows about this.
Kevin's waiting for me to come out of the closet. He keeps sending me like your gay gifts. What do you want? Well,
no, I'm just reading chat. I just think it's so insane that all.
Can
of
I
this
just
is...
say that P. Diddy in my head has been coasting on, under the file of P. Diddy in my brain. I go, oh, there's a guy who lost his friend, Notorious B.I.G., and he made such a sweet music video for him. And in my head, I go, oh man, that must have been really hard for him. But like, meanwhile, while that's his public image, he's been like probably fucking little boys.
The dude, literally, like, it's so awful. But it feels like this is obviously a bigger conversation with the music industry in general. Like, it is truly built on some nasty, nasty things, which again, not shocking because Hollywood is also built on the same thing.
Oh yeah.
But it is so
there's got to be an intersection.
Insane. It is so. Oh, of course.
Gotta be, dude.
But
God forbid you sing and act. You know,
I know.
It's so I mean, that's
the triple threat was hiding a quadruple threat all along. You didn't want to meet the fourth threat.
Oh my god. It just is crazy.
I do think there's probably going to be a little bit of like, it's going to be like every rapper's involved in this.
Yeah.
It's probably not that, if I had to guess. Although I will say,
I think every rapper's involved in this.
Well, all of them might be involved just in the sense of it's sort of like those rumors everyone knows about, but no one like is confirming or talking about because it's just not.
I think anyone like I think maybe no rapper past like maybe 2000s. Well, there's a possibility, but any other rapper, like, absolutely from those times.
Well, it's honestly extremely similar to the Vince McMahon situation. It's not exactly the same, but it's a little similar. It's like the guy who presided over a huge chunk of an industry, or almost all of it, for like 50 years, 40, 30 years. And the question is like, how much of my memories does this besmirch? Like, is everyone who's involved with this guy up to no good, or are they victims? And I don't think we'll ever really get a satisfying answer.
That really sucks but I just do think, well, the thing that sucks is that now, let's say Usher, for instance. Usher is put in a situation here because his name has been thrown out all the time. And
like, for bad?
Like, no,
Usher
he engaged in like a lot of homosexual acts with a lot of rappers and stuff like that.
Face.
I mean, but the thing is like, he can come out and be like, I'm a victim to this, but then it will confirm that he's been doing a lot of, which again, not a problem.
To the black community,
but to the black
really
community,
hard
it sucks
to admit any sort of being gay or gay adjacent. It's tough.
Exactly.
Like, this will all tie in wonderfully to the Katt Williams conversation that he's had, not just on Club Shay Shay. By the way, welcome all the Club Shay Shay heads.
We got most of his audience from what I heard.
We got most of your Club Shay Shay heads.
Comments.
But also, Katt Williams was on Joe Rogan this last week, and if we were to talk about Katt Williams on Club Shay Shay and his guesting on that as like, oh, Katt Williams is now the modern day philosopher. He's a genius. But hold on. His appearance on Joe Rogan completely neutralizes that.
Really?
He is so out of his fucking mind.
Dude, but I think he knows
have you guys watched it?
No, I haven't.
I've watched 2 hours of the 3 hours. Oh, by the way, it is
trash
time. Hold for trash.
This is a very appropriate thing that happened while we're talking about all this stuff.
This is how I feel
this
about
is
the P. Diddy.
This is symbolic of the people we're talking about.
like literally throwing out the trash.
You see the trash truck? Yeah. Welcome to Trash Talk. Every time the trash comes by, we talk about something we hate.
Yeah.
What
I
trash?
don't like green olives. Let's go.
What?
Let's go after something
You don't like
really
olives?
gross.
Olives are so
Oh
good.
man, no, the green ones are good. The black ones are the ones you want to get rid of.
I love the black ones.
Black ones.
Olives with on a pizza or like
There's
a
never
pasta?
been a situation where a black olive has been better than a green olive, ever.
I think they
On a pizza,
I actually think
green.
they might taste the same.
Right, like individually, green. Black just doesn't have the bite, the tang.
I just think it doesn't. I think they all taste the same.
I like the green ones because they look like a little alien breast.
Ooh, yeah.
Yeah.
If you put 3 of them together, it's Total Recall.
Exactly. Yeah.
I don't know. There sounds like there's a drone. This must sound like
What's happening?
what it's
I don't know.
like on Gaza or something. I feel like there's a constant threat from above. There's a balloon flying, or it could be
there's
a
a
jellyfish
balloon!
UFO.
No, I don't think that's a jellyfish UFO.
Which-
Okay.
It's a
one of our
balloon.
Back to Katt Williams.
Yeah.
May I talk about how out of his
don't know.
fucking mind? I have some clips that are gonna just highlight a little
But-
bit of the
okay.
insanity.
But can I jump really quickly? Can I talk about Meek Mill for just 2 seconds?
Yeah, absolutely. Because
Okay.
this
Okay.
all ties.
The-
Katt
okay.
Williams is at the fulcrum of all this.
I
conversation.
think you'll appreciate this because so Meek Mill essentially is being called out in these court documents as like engaging in homosexuality behavior, right?
Okay.
And so he goes onto Twitter and says,
he says no.
no, he literally no, he doesn't even say nah. He says it's the pussy for me. He says that, and then.
Cool.
And then, like,
Well, that
as if he's
seals
a Trix mascot promoting the cereal, it's the pussy for me, and then starts blabbering about how AI is like, you guys are all controlled by AI. There's deep fakes, all of this shit. Like, there is not one moment where he says it's
I'll be
cap.
right back. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, you're good. And there's not one moment where he says like cap on any of this shit. He literally just says like, oh, the AI.
So
he's,
you're
like,
saying
trying
cap
to,
means it's fake, right? Not
cap,
true?
yeah. It's
Okay.
like, oh,
It's
like
bunk?
you can't say it's like he's not even saying no, this is
Yeah.
untrue.
Yeah.
He literally just rambles on about whatever, and then he says, and then he goes, and then everyone in the comments are kind of like, dude, you could just say no. He was like, damn, this is true, because he could just say no. He
Yeah,
could just
but
say
he's
that
just
isn't
saying
true.
everything but.
Absolutely, so funny.
Is there, like, who's gonna be the first black rapper gay Christopher Columbus? Do you know what I mean? Like the
What does
first
that
one to
even
show
mean?
up on land of being like, I've done gay stuff.
I hope it's Usher.
If it's Usher,
Because if Usher continues, like, because Usher right now is on a roll. Like,
Okay.
he just did the halftime show. He has a residency, I think, in Las Vegas.
so I
like-
see Lil Nas in the chat.
No,
Lil Nas
no.
is like too.
I think Lil Nas
This is
made
Lil
his
Nas.
point. Lil Nas made his point, and I don't think he's the Christopher Columbus. I think I need someone from, like, I think
We
I
need
need
somebody to
someone
come
a
out
little to come out
from
from
under
yes.
the
yes.
thumb of
yes.
P. Diddy, and
I
that
need to
person-
come out and say what's facts.
It's got to be. Here it is, right?
Yeah.
50,
Like-
50
like-
Cent,
Yes.
Eminem, even though he's not.
No, not Eminem.
Okay. Yeah, if Eminem came out and
It's
said
50
he did some gay
Cent.
stuff.
It's but you want a black
Okay.
rapper. Like you want
Sure.
someone like really deep in the trenches who was like
Kanye could do it, but like
Kanye,
if
but
Kanye
but Kanye
did gay
did
stuff,
it.
we'd be like, we
Of
already know.
course,
We know
of
you dated
course. Yeah,
Jeffree
yeah,
Star.
yeah. Like
We know.
no, I feel like if he came out, it wouldn't. It feel like
Lil
it wouldn't
Wayne,
be
Ja
true.
Rule.
Lil Wayne possibly. I think if it's 50 Cent or Usher, that would change the game.
Usher's
That
like
would change the
he
game.
smiles so much that I would
Bro,
believe
did you
it.
see? I mean,
Like,
you
for-
see this man skating?
Yeah. I mean, he gave us all everything we need to know. You're right.
All we need to know, and you know what? That's fine. If he doesn't want to admit it,
The
he doesn't
signs were
admit
right
it.
in front of us the whole time. This guy
I
was
just think.
roller skating
I
at
mean,
the Super Bowl halftime show.
not
What
saying
more
that-
of a coming out party can you have?
I'm not saying that that's the gay thing, but it is also
Hmm.
just like it is a
Frank Ocean. I mean, Frank Ocean's openly
Frank
bi.
Ocean. Yeah, Frank Ocean is.
Plus, I don't think he even makes music anymore, guys.
Yeah, or like Kendrick Lamar. I think honestly,
If Kendrick's very like still like cool under like street cool.
Yeah.
If he came out, it would come out in like one line and not most people wouldn't catch it.
I'm
but
sorry, guys. I need Usher to come out. I think that's the only.
You
person
want
I'll
Usher to
accept.
come out?
I'll accept. I'll only accept if Usher comes out because that changes
For
everything.
you, it changes everything.
No, I think it changes for everyone. 'Cause
I don't
For
think
Usher?
Yes.
if Kanye comes out, it's like nah, you're already
You're a little-
you're crazy.
I just don't trust you. Yeah, I don't trust your judgment.
If it turned out that you did some gay stuff, that would be like not even top 100 weirdest
It's like
things.
it's like if Kim Kardashian comes out and says she's bi. Like to me, I'd be like, okay, you would say anything for anything. I don't trust you, so I just don't trust your.
I think you need to hit the battle rap scene. I think if battle rappers become openly gay, if like sort of underground rappers, it's like extremely hard to be gay.
Yeah.
And that's how they start going in.
Yeah.
You know, every rhyme is about how hard they suck dick, how
Yeah.
deep they take it.
I don't know. I just think.
Ooh, I'm B Wabbit.
I'd be wabbit. I just.
But
think,
they still rap the same way.
Yeah. I just think it would be really, really.
I could take 8 inches in my sleep so deep.
So insane. That's so insane. I really would like I think it would be a win for the gay community if one of those rappers come out and say they're the victim and explain and talk about it and like just talk about it.
What's the Skittles rapper that everyone hates? The Tekashi 6ix9ine? That guy's done all kinds of, but he's not even black, right? He's like Hispanic.
I don't know.
Who?
Tekashi 6ix9ine. He's, you know how like when you're molested, you will tend to also like molest if you don't get it taken care of. Like a lot of times the cycle of abuse happens.
Yeah.
He's got in trouble for minor SA stuff.
Oh, really? Yeah.
Tekashi 6ix9ine. Am I
Oh
off?
yes! Oh my
The
god!
guy
Yeah,
with the
no,
Skittles
the guy's
hair.
crazy. Yeah,
Yeah.
no. That guy is like fully on one right now.
It's isn't
Isn't he like wanted?
Are you more interested in this or like the Jeffrey Epstein stuff? Because I think the two worlds may collide.
Wasn't the general world here just people with money and influence abusing anyone they can?
Well, yes, but I think there's.
In industry, but in the rap,
I just think the rap industry is so.
It's
crazy.
homophobic in a like very specific way.
Right, like there's actual serious homophobia in the black community. Like really, like so much closeted homophobia, like that it's like. If one of these black rappers came out and said that they're gay, like that's a huge thing.
Well,
That's a
Lil
huge
B
thing.
years ago released an album called "I'm Gay," but it was honestly, I think, for homophobic reasons.
Yeah.
It was like, I'm gonna name this something impossible.
This,
Yeah,
is,
it
this
never
changes the game. This changes the
There's
game.
Live and Sleazy says Fly Young Red has a hit song called "Throw That Boy Pussy."
There you go. Also, isn't like it a kind of a badge of honor to be in prison, where it's also just accepted that you fuck dudes in prison?
If you get your dick sucked in prison, that is straight, no matter who's doing the
But
sucking.
that's the thing. Like, yeah, even when it comes to like prison stuff, it's like, oh, they're forced to be that way. It's never like they just want it.
Yeah.
Like they actually are just attracted to men. Like that's fine.
Nah,
That's okay.
I'm a caged animal.
No, yeah, I'm a cage. I need something. Like it's like no. It's like
I
no.
need-
You also can just be attracted
You,
to
Derek,
men.
come
Yeah,
here.
Like I don't know.
Ah.
I just think they're trying to find every way to be like, nah, I'm not really attracted to men. I'm just doing it because I got the power and the money and whatever. It's like no, fuck off. You are attracted to men. That's okay.
if every rapper comes out as gay, then there's no choice
I
but
think
to accept
everyone.
it.
That's sure.
Just every
Let's
single
throw
rapper.
out a
So
percentage
whatever.
of rappers that we think are gay. Realistically, I think that number's 97%.
I think so too.
Yeah, I was gonna say 95.
Okay, well,
I
yeah,
think so too. I
high
think
90s.
I think if you grow up in that environment, you are weirdly closeted.
Yeah, the
I
streets
think.
changed me.
I think, and that's okay. Like, what? Damn, it's such a problem. Why is it such a problem?
It
It's because of
It
God.
absolutely
It's
should
because
be.
everyone's being like,
There is
everyone's
that
like,
weird
it's
religious
the
angle
God.
on
Yeah,
some
the
of it.
black dude. The black community also has this weird religious thing where it's like it's God, you know, and it's like it's always like God and like the fact that it's a male and woman, and that's also why.
And it's always funny to me when I see like a Kai Cenat be like, "Y'all, you need to get right with Jesus."
Yeah, I'm like,
they
shut
do.
the fuck up. I'm like, who are you talking about? Jesus. Do you even understand what you're talking about? Like, a lot of the times, you know, when I go to these, like, black markets or, like, these black flea markets, and I love going there because it has, like, really cool stuff, and I like supporting the black community.
Mm-hmm.
But, man, they love to throw the proverbs at me.
Oh,
They
yeah.
love to throw that
Well,
shit, and it
it's-
makes me so uncomfortable. I'm like, even when I'm eating food, like there's like soul food and like a lot of soul food, they come with like, you know, the proverbs and shit like that. And it's like,
Yeah, you know what you
Damn.
got to treat those when they're
Damn.
throwing the proverbs. You got to treat it like you've walked into a like a Civil War II reenactment where everyone's in character
Yeah.
and they're like of a time and everyone's just saying things at you and you should just be like, ooh,
Yeah.
like, oh, that one sounds like you said it.
yeah.
I was just
No,
going-
literally. But even Tugboat Zero says, like, God will be totally fine with the black rappers stealing, vandalism, murder, but not that gay shit.
They
which is
hate
so
the gay
insane.
shit. You
They
know who
hate
hates the gay shit? Dude, Katt Williams hates the gay shit.
Dude, but Katt Williams, that's so insane that he hates the gay shit.
No one's
Like,
been more fuckable than Katt
actually
Williams,
think-
by the way. He is the most fuckable homophobe I've ever seen.
He looks like he's
also-
constantly Jess Demers from like a gay club's like
Dude,
underground
Him
den.
and Prince, two of the most fuckable tiny
Dude,
little black men.
I also think. Okay, here's my hot take. I think anyone that says, like, ain't with the gay shit is actually gay.
I mean, yes.
I think they're
I think it at
closeted.
least ups the likelihood
they're
a large
closeted.
amount. I also
Yeah.
think if you're like a tiny sweaty man in like a bright green suit being like, you need to stop fucking men. It's like,
Yeah.
well, what's like, well, what? What is this presentation?
I've got a couple clips from him on his recent Joe Rogan. So we know all the most of our audience is Club Shay Shay heads. You guys came from the last Katt Williams migration. There is a new Katt Williams podcast interview on Joe Rogan that's got 10 million views. For Joe Rogan, that's big. Okay, it's no Club Shay Shay numbers. Club
Yeah.
Shay Shay is north of 50 million.
I'm fine with Club Shay Shay replacing Joe Rogan.
I also
approve
think
this
if you admit
change.
that you wouldn't mind getting your dick sucked by a guy, I think that actually makes you more straight.
That makes you more
I actually
straight.
think it makes you. I believe that you're
Nah.
straight.
I think I'm in the 80s.
Like, that's, like,
80, 90%. Like
something
there's 10%
about-
of me that would be like, oh.
Right, but like something about just
cares?
admitting that is like, oh, so you like might actually just be straight. I don't know, something about that makes me believe you're straight more than if you were to be like, absolutely no fucking way am I gonna let a man that I will ever be attracted slightly to any male. It's pussy for me. It's constant pussy, tits, pussy, pussy, tits.
All the time.
Like, all the time. Tits, pussy.
It's the
like,
only thing
you
I
have
think
to be
about.
Gay. You have to be gay to say those things. I just can't even
I
imagine.
do agree with your overall, like, the where there's smoke there's fire. Like if somebody has to like
to
put it out
say
there
it.
so badly, like,
Or,
hey,
yeah.
first of all, none of us asked. Okay,
Yeah, no one
we didn't
else.
ask how straight
also,
you were.
Just like Huey says, you could just say no. You could just say no.
Well,
Like,
that's why
don't
Joe
need-
Rogan shoots from the table up. Is he's
Like,
just
there's
constantly getting
actually no way-
BJs and HJs
Like,
on that table by a bevy of
I
dudes.
just can't understand why.
I'm gonna crawl
Meek
underneath
Mill-
that table, Joe. Give
I
you the
just
best
can't-
blowjob you've ever had.
I just
That's
can't
crazy,
understand. I just can't understand why Meek Mill had to tweet, "It's the pussy for me."
This is
Like,
really interesting.
like what?
I
Okay.
didn't realize I could get my dick sucked by
I
Katt Williams until
can't.
today. This
I
is like
just
really
truly
interesting to me.
So he went on Joe Rogan, and I've got a series. I got like 4 clips for you that I think embody the episode. It's 3 hours long. It's kind of a hard watch because he really goes off the rails. He takes incredible pauses. I've never seen more pregnant pauses. And then it's just like, because they're fucking smoking the whole time.
Yeah.
And he's so blazed out of his mind. It'll just be silence, and then he'll just be like, and then it's like,
Dude.
so I have a few clips. The first one is an example of one of the silent moments, and then the rest is like, oh, Katt Williams just watched 20 seasons of Ancient Aliens and has based his entire knowledge of like the human history on ancient alien theory. And he didn't have time to get into this on Club Shay Shay because he was Club Shay Shay, Shannon Sharp. This is why I feel like I was wrong about Shannon Sharp being a very mid host. Shannon Sharp kept him talking about people he knew, right?
Yeah.
In this, I got to talk to you about the Emerald Tablets, Joe Rogan and Baphomet. And like, he goes
well, he
crazy.
knows his audience.
Joe Rogan, all he does is fan those flames. So here's the first clip. This is a great example of the silence we encountered on this episode.
Okay. I can't hear
Wait,
it.
those
Oh,
are
I
the type
can't
of
hear it
people that help make the world go round.
Oh,
You know.
sorry. Because
Well, maybe it's because it's silent.
yeah. It's the ultimate silence. All right, here we go.
Wait, those are the type of people that help make the world go round. You know. Yeah, because it's all about information, and we'd be so close most of the time.
You can hear the swallow.
But that's how you
No
you
way.
can see when we've had influence from something else.
Well, I think it's very possible that we have.
Dude,
I can't.
it's 3 hours of that.
Dude.
I'm telling
No,
you,
that's
it's 3
actually
hours of that.
insane. That
Go
is
to the next
actually
clip.
insane.
Let me see what the next clip is if I can set it up because okay, this is him on the pyramids. There was a moment where they start getting into weird shit, right?
Real speculation is
Joe's
they
like,
think that the people
it's possible
who built
that
the pyramids
were
built them way earlier
Apologies
than
again.
the
I
convention.
just
He
saw
had, to, he, had to, he had to solve a puzzle to get.
I'm just about to say the clip, so just play the clip.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Here we go. Oh my gosh. All right, there we go.
Real speculation is they think that the people who built the pyramids built them way earlier than the conventional dating is. They think there's real evidence that shows
No.
they're 9,000, 11,000 years old. Easy.
No people built the pyramids.
No people?
I believe that.
built them?
Actually, I do believe that.
No people built the pyramids. And if you look around the world,
Let's
you
pause it.
see
We'll pause
certain
it.
telltale
It's a pretty
things that
big statement that
I do
Katt
believe
Williams,
that, though.
comedian,
right.
seems to
I do
say
think,
so
you know,
assuredly. He's so certain.
I'm kind of on him with that. The only reason is because when I went to Greece and we like did some visiting, and like I was like, how long? Like they built like the most insane architecture, and then someone told me about the giants, like the giants, and I was like, I think you convinced me. Like, there's no way these little
Dude, the
people,
giants of Kandahar.
because also like at that time, people were a lot smaller. They were kind of like as small as like leprechauns. Like they were tiny. And so
Wait, what?
Yeah, they were a lot
Dude,
smaller.
You're on that Katt Williams shit.
No, they
Before
were a
I just
lot
thought it was the weed.
smaller.
Now I think it's a cultural
no, I'm
problem.
telling you, they were a lot smaller. Like they were not our height.
Well, people used to be a bit shorter. How short do you think they were, though?
I think no,
They were
would
tiny
show. I think
case.
they were kind of small.
Every man
I
was
think they were a lot
2'1".
smaller. No, maybe not that. Maybe not that.
We
but,
had
like, I think
strength
they
like
were,
ants. That's why we could lift
I
those
think
boulders.
they were definitely like in the 4'11", 4'8". Like they're small. They're like small.
We
And
lived
they're
at the center of the
building shit
earth
like that.
case.
They're building shit like that. So I don't know.
We
I
had 8
heard-
legs and 8 arms case.
Can you
We-
imagine how many boulders you could lift with those kinds of appendages?
How do they have no technology. How are they building this shit? Like walking?
Play.
Carrying
Should we
and
just keep
walking?
going to this clip?
let's
I'm curious.
let's go because it is longer. It is a pretty good.
That lets you know that advanced machinery was in usage. Look, there. This whole thing where slaves are stronger people is a fallacy.
Oh my God.
We like to believe that
Where is-
slaves
what
are
is he
stronger.
talking about?
There's
He's talking
Slaves
about
are
the-
weaker
the
because
slaves-
they don't eat the right
Egyptian
food
slaves
and
that
they
built the
live a
pyramids. By the way, they
terrible
were
life.
slaves. They were
Your slave
Egyptians that were
population
happy to
is not smarter
get paid.
and better condition
Well, they
unless
don't,
you're
they don't think
enslaving the
slaves built
Jews.
the
Well,
pyramids.
didn't he
They
say
stopped
no
thinking
person
that
built
quite a
the
while ago.
pyramids?
They think it was
Also,
actually
ain't no
skilled
people
labor
built
because of the way they were
pyramids.
eating. They found what their camps were, where their food was.
Joe
They
is
ate,
actually
very good
interjecting a
food.
little bit
So they
of
think they were
reason
actually
here, like-
skilled labor,
like
but
actual
also
facts.
probably forced
And
skilled
Katt
labor.
is waving
but
it
that's
off.
probably
You're in
not the
trouble
people
when-
who built it.
when
That's
that's
probably
the
the people that
dynamic.
were working on it. That's
Yeah.
probably the people that worked in the village or in the city.
How many companies have done renovations on the White House?
Okay, great.
None
choice.
of them have done enough renovation that they can claim it's their White House. So, yes,
gonna argue with
thousands
that?
of years worth of people
How
were
are you
there.
gonna argue with that?
But that doesn't have anything
This
to do
has
with
the
the
energy of
building.
when you're
Who do
in
you
an
think-
Uber and the guy starts telling you about like his side hustle.
No, actually. That is such a good comparison.
You know, all knowledge is
Yeah.
currently surrounding us, Joe Rogan. It is currently out there, has been known, and is to yet be known, Joe Rogan.
What's the one technology that hasn't been improved upon in 10,000 years? The wheel. What
Why
if I
is
told
that?
you?
What if I
told
told
you
you?
wheels used to be more circular?
We used to be wheels, Joe.
We're basically riding around on triangles.
We used to roll around and build pyramids. We weren't people, we were wheels, Joe.
You're really good at it.
Can we go to the next clip?
You're really good at his impersonation.
It's been my inner monologue since.
Cass has been listening to nothing but Katt Williams since that Club Chasing episode.
have his voice on lock.
He is me.
Yeah.
I am him.
Built it.
Well, understand, we know enough now to understand.
Wait, go to the
that
next
this
clip.
was
I
a
think
okay.
because
complex.
we're
This
gonna.
was not.
This is gonna turn into we just want to watch the whole thing.
I could listen to. That's
I
the
know.
problem.
Yeah.
For as bad as Joe Rogan is, he scratches the itch of dumb guy for me
Yeah.
so hard He reminds me of like every guy I went to high school with, just fused into one millionaire.
There's so many times they cut to him after Katt just says some insane thing. Like the Emerald Tablets. They go, click on the one I have about the Emerald Tablets. This is about, okay, so this is him talking about, Joe asks him, why do you know this? Why do you feel that way? And this is his answer.
Oh my gosh.
It leads you to this character called Thoth, right? Okay. And the Emerald Tablets of Thoth are literally mind-changing and mind-blowing. Just because you understand when this was written and the terminology being used is
when was it written?
Far too accurate for now. So
he reclines. He reclines on. He made a point.
Yeah.
He's like,
sure that
all the information comes from a character named Thoth, and the Emerald Tablets, Joe, is more accurate than it could have ever been at that time. Thoth, and just hearing him say,
just him also just being like, he looks at Joe Rogan like, you catch my drift.
If
You're fucking on this, yeah.
If you're Steve Harvey right now, you're like, you call up the whole cabal. You're like, don't even worry about it. Cancel the assassination.
We good. Steve Harvey calling the rest of his caller through the mustache.
We good. He has to press it against the side to use his phone.
Dude, the Emerald Town. Okay, go to the one about the homosexuals. Okay, so he talks about transgenders and Baphomet in the same.
No.
This is tying into the gay stuff we were just talking about.
Oh my god.
Dude, the fact Joe Rogan's got to get these clips up himself.
Yeah.
He's just leaving.
Dude,
money
Joe
on the
Rogan
table.
is not doing the Club Shay Shay method, which is parse out every clip.
Yeah.
He
Yeah.
just has the main interview.
Oh my God.
At this point, maybe he's just like, I've got enough. I just want to sit in my hole and talk to weirdos.
So 20 years ago, I knew that transgenders was going to be a thing. It wasn't because I was a prophet. It's just
He's a prophet.
I had gotten so much information that I understood that
pattern.
things are secular. So
Secular.
I understood
He's trying to
that
say
the
circular?
earliest
No, he's trying to say
I had
cyclical
seen
and
the
circular.
word transgender
Singular.
was Baphomet, the transgender.
What?
So
It gets good.
I knew that in the ritual of Baphomet, the transgender, to show allegiance to him, you had to kiss his ass ring.
Really?
And it said both of those things. So I knew that both of those things would become popular in the future.
Wait.
And that
know.
somehow calling people the goat would be normalized.
Is he on his
over
deathbed?
The sheep
He
being
might be, like,
always the most
slowly
popular
dying.
reference.
Cut to Joe.
Let's just
God damn, we got some good weed.
This must be the weed
I
time.
don't know how to deal with it.
How do you deal with that?
What? It would have been so great if
To
Joe
show
Rogan said,
allegiance.
what?
You had to kiss his ass ring to Baphomet the
think if he-
transgender.
I think if Joe Rogan said, what after that would have tied it perfectly.
I wish he was at least trying to follow his logic a little bit so he could be like, okay, but what made you see that coming 20 years
Okay.
ago?
Yeah.
Dude,
Yeah.
I think when I hear this,
Dude,
I see
what?
Katt Williams on a hospital bed
Yeah.
whispering this stuff to
To his, like,
his
niece, or, like,
one
his
of his
nephew.
family
Yeah,
members.
yeah.
An
And
even
then-
shorter version of himself.
The clone he got 30 years ago.
When I become reincarnated
Yeah.
after kissing the anal ring of Baphomet, I will come back as a swan, a beautiful swan, and I will swim in the lakes
Oh my
that
God.
powered ancient Gizan pyramids.
So
They weren't pyramids, Joe. They were power plants. It's this for 3 hours. And it might be worth for us to
my
do
God.
a special.
Maybe we should like go through it and like watch.
Also, wait, ass ring. Someone just said don't look at ass rings, but I'm
I
like,
thought it was an anal ring. Is it not his
do you
anal?
just puncture the anus like?
Wait,
in
what?
I
half?
think that's just your butthole.
I thought he was
Yeah,
talking
I
about
think-
the butthole.
Yeah, no. I just
No.
just
I don't
through
think.
the butthole.
I
Doesn't
think
seem
what
like
he
that
was
permeable
talking
of an
about, you
area.
had to kiss the anal ring, which is his anus.
Oh, just kiss his ass.
Yeah. I think he meant that.
Damn.
And the smirk that he has when he's saying it,
Dude,
like, now you get it.
Now you get it. No, he literally makes these like, you're catching on. Like, you got
I've
it.
known this for 30 years, Joe. Welcome aboard.
Well,
If you're Joe Rogan, are you like, how come Club Shay Shay got
Yeah.
all of
the
that
normal
other stuff?
guy, yeah. Why did Club Shay Shay get the normal guy calling out shit in the industry, and then Joe Rogan got this weird
He got
version.
the Katt
He
Williams
got
he deserves.
Bizarro.
You
He
get the
got
Katt Williams you deserve.
Bizarro Katt Williams.
I'm honestly, because I've seen every episode of Ancient Aliens, I feel like sometimes I sound like Katt Williams to
Yeah.
other people. So I have to like
I don't
tamp
think
You
that
do
down.
have to be careful.
But he is there's no one to hold Katt Williams accountable because he thinks he's like up here and no one can be like, Katt, you're crazy. No, you don't know what I know. If you've seen the things I've seen and
Yeah.
if you've heard, if you've read the Emerald Tablets, you would know.
What is an emerald tablet?
I was in the
see,
writer's
now you're
room for
curious.
Martin
what are you
season
talking
3.
about? What are you talking about? What emerald tablet?
Yeah, there's some Emerald Tablets that Thoth got all the knowledge
what
from
are
and
you-
wrote all knowledge on the Emerald Tablet.
Oh my god.
This is like this is the reason this is gonna catch fire, is this is like exactly what TikTok thrives on. China's pumping in this kind of thought into us via TikTok,
No,
and it's just like,
we're all gonna be Katt Williams by the end of the
dude,
year.
everyone's gonna be asking about like what they're just gonna do what Fiona just did, which is like, what are the Emerald Tablets? And you're
No,
gonna
I
go
mean-
home, you're
no,
gonna
I mean,
Google it,
yeah.
you're gonna be like, you're gonna text me later, you're gonna be like, have you read these Emerald
Okay,
Tablets?
no,
You're gonna
I
discover
actually-
it like you discovered corn, and
Yeah,
it's gonna
no.
be.
Well,
Yeah.
oh, sorry. But previously, like, Graham Hancock was the gateway drug for, like, weird ancient conspiracy theories. And if that
Yeah.
shifts to Katt Williams, that is a marker of us losing our minds, like,
Right.
another degree
Graham,
as a society.
look, there's a lot of Graham Hancock that I believe and I enjoy. There are some leaps that he takes, much like the Ancient Alien show. There's a lot of leaps that take. Katt Williams takes the most ludicrous ideas and puts them all together into a way that makes it feel like homophobia, like being gay, is part of like some satanic
Yeah,
ritual.
yeah,
It's
yeah.
like it's very. I actually should finish the last hour of it because I feel like now that we've had a good laugh over it, we could. I'm leaving
dive
stuff on
into
the
it.
table.
Dive into it.
But
I
that
like
was
to be in
Katt
Katt
Williams.
Williams' head when he sees a penis. Does it just look like hellfire spraying directly into his eyes?
It looks like the Dune sandworm.
Sheath your penis, monster. Keep it away from me.
We'll know he's gay when he starts to get the blue eyes.
Oh my god.
Oh, speaking of, shall we transition?
Yeah.
I guess so.
Speaking
that's
of blue
what it
eyes,
is, yeah.
I had the chance to see Dune this weekend.
Ooh.
Anyone seen it?
Not yet.
Okay.
No.
As you can see here, I've got the Dune-ussy, the Dune popcorn fucket, as people are calling it.
Nice.
Okay.
Have you seen why?
Yeah, I just like
Go
I've
ahead.
been wanting to feel like what it was feeling like, but it is just rubber.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. You want?
This is a Dune-ussy. Oh,
You want
can
to
get
fist my
far in
Dune-ussy?
there.
This, by the way, we went to go see it.
You're supposed to eat popcorn out of that?
Yes. Yeah.
That's going to be a mess.
In my opinion, that would just actually could make it nice and lubricated, and it'd be.
That's true.
If you were gonna fuck it, this was sold out. When I went to the counter to the guy at AMC, we went to Orange County to go see it, and I was like, "Hey man, you got any of those Dune buckets?" The kid was like. No, dude.
Wait, you're going to ask for next an emerald tablet?
Yeah. Do you have any of the Dune buses? The Ring of Baphomet.
You must lick the Dune-ussy to see the seventh layer.
Yeah. And the guy was like, no. I had a friend Eric, me and Ashley's friend Eric. He went the day before to get this for me. So this is not even from my trip to the theater. He went and got this special for me. So a big shout out to Eric. These are selling for $50
Yeah.
on eBay.
Yeah, I thought so.
Big fan of those. So the movie fantastic.
Really? Okay, good.
If you were lukewarm on the first one, I think most people were because it was kind of like a vibe. That movie was a vibe.
I like the first one.
I love the first one. This movie is better because the first movie sets up a lot of the stuff that gets paid off in the second movie.
I see.
Austin Butler, who's managed to work his way into every fucking thing I've seen in the last few weeks.
Good for him.
Is really good in this. Rebecca Ferguson's really great. Chalamet's great. Josh Brolin, Javier Bardem is really great in this. And I think this movie is well worth your time and your money.
Okay.
Yeah.
Damn. How is one name left off of that list? Zendaya.
Oh, Zendaya is actually was of the opinion that she was just kind of like fine. Her character, she played her character like perfectly to the T. Other characters had more to do, and there was like a bigger spectacle around like the set pieces. But she was great, and I thought Zendaya was great.
So I'm learning from chat.
Currently, the quartering crew, that whole like they are upset that they had so much story focus around Zendaya. They're upset. They're upset.
That's the crew we need the big like gay reveal on. Is just every like reactionary gamer boy. Just they're all fucking each other.
Yeah, no, actually.
What if I told you that geeks and gamers in the quartering were licking each other's ass rings?
Oh my God.
Why are they called that? The ancient drawing and quartering of men.
The best quarter is the one down below the southern hemisphere.
A quarter of a foot. A stubby, thick penis.
So well worth it. The action in it is great. The fucking visuals are great. The sound is great. I saw it in a Dolby Atmos theater, and the fucking just like the bass was rumbling, and it was really cool. I think it's going to be $1 billion movie. It's at 176 worldwide on its opening weekend. It did north of 85 million, which is pretty big for
like domestically?
Yeah, domestically. I think it's the biggest opening since what happened last year? I forget. But it was a really strong opening. It's got the perfect it's got all the minus Taylor Swift, it's got every celeb that gets talked about, right? Like Timothée Chalamet, Zendaya,
Kanye,
Austin Butler,
Kanye.
And it's a perfect, and then it's got the meme with the bucket. It's like a perfect storm of getting people to the theater, and I think, and it's also a really, really great movie. So,
well, that's good. I mean, I like the first one. I like that director. It feels like such a better use of a big effects budget to me than most of like the big effects movies that I've seen.
True.
That I feel like I have to root for
That's
it.
True.
And I also have to root for it because if they keep making the story eventually gets so untrackably crazy for I feel like your average consumer that I'm excited to see if they just do it.
If they do it, that's interesting.
From what I understand, he's gonna do like a few movies before Dune 3. Because I think Dune 3 is like a time skip.
I see.
From what I understand, it should be like in the books, anyways, which I haven't read. But
he kind of needs to you switch main characters kind of around the point they're at in the story now. So I'd be curious to see if they get into the Dune kids, the children of Dunes.
Okay, that's interesting.
Yeah, his sister plays a big role, and he becomes the emperor, and there's all this stuff that, and he's not sort of like the hero of the story. So,
okay. Well, that's
he's writing Dune Messiah right now, and that's where they intend to end it. Okay, good. He's doing Paul's story. Okay, so that was my review of Dune. I do feel like we've got to get to some of this mail.
We do. I have a heart out.
You've got it. She's got a heart out.
Oh, it is 1:10. Do you already need to leave?
I can open one, and I know I need to open one of them because everyone's been yelling at me for
screaming at
This is from who's it from?
This is from the Mike P.
The other Mike P.
The other Mike P. Everyone's been
who's sent us stuff before. He sent me a wonderful Moon Knight print.
Oh yeah, Mike P has awesome things.
Mike P is a champ.
So what I'm receiving here this moment, I have to be very careful about it.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh my.
So it is.
Whoa.
Yeah,
okay.
Okay.
This might rip your computer.
Nerd alert. Nerd alert.
Here are some items to give your PC a little boost.
Say it like Katt Williams.
God.
No, I can't. From the photo you posted of the inside of your PC, you're only running a single stick of RAM, so likely 8 or 16 gigabytes. So I included the 4x8 gigabyte DDR4 2400 kit from my old PC. My new one is DDR5, so I have no use for it. It's a decent kit and should give you more overhead when doing video edits, streaming, etc. I also included a new terabyte SSD for you, along with a S8 SATA cable to connect it. From the photo, your PC has mounting spots next to the motherboard, so it should be an easy install if your PC has extra SATA.
It is actually pretty easy to install RAM usually.
You will probably need to get Case to help you to do the installs, but these items should extend the usefulness of your PC a year or two, and the SSD could be reused in another PC. I would recommend making a full external backup of your hard drive before doing anything if you don't already have one. Then move non-program files to the SSD to make space on the C drive.
Dude, chat saves us
Thank
from ourselves
you
so often.
So much.
Where
Thank
would we
you.
be? Where would we be?
For
Thank you,
this.
other Mike P.
I definitely do need Case to help me with this.
Well, it's because chat taught me how to sort of build a computer.
I literally do not trust myself doing this on my own.
Yeah.
Ashley's computer just bit the dust this morning.
Yeah, dude. Like
It's going around.
Dude, my PC couldn't even play Don't Pee.
Yeah. Huge shout outs to Live and Sleazy and Mike P for their patience with us as we
Also
attempt to make things.
Also, Cass, you should definitely play the game Don't Pee.
Don't pee.
Oh, you should play Don't Pee. Don't Pee on stream.
Don't pee on stream.
Okay, maybe I'll.
It's only $2.
Maybe I'll play it. I do want to talk about our movie night coming up
Oh, nice.
this Sunday.
Okay. Sunday works for me, yeah.
Well, that's why we picked it.
I'm Sunday. I'm free Sunday.
So we're doing a movie night on
Wait
Sunday.
a minute, I'm out of town this Sunday though.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
you
okay.
Are, you are.
But you're here.
I'm here.
Okay. So
Sunday.
I'm gonna throw up a poll on our Patreon for you guys to leave movie suggestions, knowing that Fiona's gonna be there.
I'll be there.
We
Hi,
can't
Case.
we can't make her pay
Bye,
attention,
Fee.
but she
Ooh,
will be
I
there.
dodged the kiss now.
Okay, see you later.
Bye-bye.
Everyone say bye to Fifi. We are
Now we're
going.
leaving a very straight amount of distance between us, Cassim.
Don't you get closer, you homosexual.
5 inches of bench. 5 feet of bench. Sorry.
So check the Patreon in the next few hours. I'm going to throw a post up there about which, and that'll be a place for you to leave your suggestions, and then we'll vote on the top 10 for the movie on Sunday. Also, I got a really cool piece of mail in our P.O. box from Clobberinthyme.
Nice.
And he was like, you don't have to open it on stream, but I figured since everyone knows that I just recently lost my pup.
Oh, that's so good.
Isn't that nice?
That is so cute.
He painted me a photo of my beloved Kai, and this meant the world to me. Thank you, Clob. This is very touching, and I will find a nice spot for it. I don't know if you guys can really see it here, but the glare is on it. But
You can. I think you can probably see it.
yeah, there you go.
It looks great.
I'll show it off on stream tomorrow. And it came with a really nice note from Clob, and it's so cool, and I am very touched by it. So thank you, Clobberinthyme. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, I think that's all the stuff we have for you for the pod.
Yeah.
Well, we had more, but
We went a little Katt Williams crazy.
we went. But to be honest, that was so fun.
Yeah, I mean,
Katt Williams is such a
he
wild
hits
guy.
Cass and I think, in a similar way, where we could really just listen to Katt Williams for way too long. Can you imagine if he was doing those conspiracies, but in his stand-up style? I could probably watch that for like 2 hours.
If his next Netflix special was like why the pyramids and who built the pyramids,
Yeah.
and it was not a single joke.
Yeah. It's just called Kiss the Ring.
Yes. Katt Williams live from Baphomet's asshole.
He's talking about an asteroid hitting the Earth from 13,000 years ago, but with the energy that he talks about pussy.
All right, guys. Thank you so much. Now all the gifted subs, all the biddies, all the resubs are gonna get put into.
Fuck, yep. It's wrapped
Yeah,
up.
recommendations for a an instrumental or a
Yeah.
musical styling for Case here.
Yeah, tell me what to type into YouTube so that I don't have to think, chat. That's
Are there any movies with Katt Williams? I know there's like they really wanted him to watch Undercover Brother, or really want Fiona to watch Undercover Brother.
Dune rap. Okay.
But I know that's Eddie Griffith, not Griffin, not Katt Williams. But I feel like Katt Williams probably makes an appearance in one of those. But keep in mind when you're doing the movie suggestions that it's a movie, and we're not always going to get Fee to show up. So let's get one that she will blow her mind.
All right. Let me pull up our.
Has Fee seen The Fifth Element? I don't know. She hasn't seen most things, so it's very possible.
Or she has, and she just forgets for the second you answer, and then 10 minutes later she'll be like, "Oh, I saw that."
Yeah.
Okay, here we go. How many are we working with today? Oh my God! So if you mentioned the 1-bits in it, and we went 1-bit apocalypse.
I had a feeling that would happen.
Okay. Oh boy, there might be a bunch today because of the bits. I might not be able to cover all the 1-bits.
If there's too many, we should put a cap on how many 1-bitties.
I'll just do a roll call for the 1-bits at the end. All right, let's see it. Dune, Hans Zimmer type beat.
Ooh, dude, the soundtrack to Dune, I was playing it last night.
Let's see if this is actually a beat. I don't know if I can rap to this. This might be more atmospheric. I'm just feeling the fear over this one. Oop, we got the little PC beeps for some reason. Jesus.
Hit him with that beat.
I don't know if there's a beat here. Okay. Jesus.
Maybe it's spoken word.
Maybe this is more of a spoken word one. I'm gonna see if a beat ever drops. Okay, a beat does drop. So I guess we'll just use this. Lure out the sandworms. All right.
Let me make sure
the most over the top beat for me to
make sure
fake
the ring
sub
of
over.
Baphomet is
We'll just fucking do it.
visible.
Baphomet. We bathing in it. We Baphomet. Yeah, we Baphomet. Baphomet under the stairs and I got her fucking wet. Okay, here we fucking go. E is heaven sent. Sub 50 months from underwent Trent. And yes, the radiation is hitting me. Or maybe that's just a sub from that Radium V. J, credible. Yes, he is credible. Dropping a sub because that shit's spendable. I am coming in, chugging it like Snapple. Sub coming in from my boy Apple Dapple Hype Train. Chugga, 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 lug king of bacon dropping subs cause they giving me love. And yes, like a sandworm, I am gone into the dust with a sub from Staunton. And to daddy, and I never get mad. He dropping 5 subs like he's a rich golfer with a caddy. Microphone 900 with the ease in 750. Everybody dropping bits because they fucking get me. Uncle Phil 2K, yes, come what may. Dropping 200 bits, but he makes me pay. 1 bit's coming in. Entity, exterminator, king of bacon. Deck it on Twitch, exterminator again. And again, and again, and again, and again. Exterminator making that shit up. Dropping a 13-month sub, hype train complete, but we're not discreet. Exterminator, more 1-bits coming between the sheets. Crap lord, bastard man, just because he can. Dropping 60 months, god damn tugboat. 0, but he's still a hero. He's dropping 1 prime, 7 months in the clear. Oh, I'm Snorlaxing with a bit ZZZ. That bit coming in too easily. Spore a fight, keeping it right with 14 months last sub of the night, even though it's daytime. Dune rap. I think that's all of them. Yeah, that's all of them.
Look at that hawk up there. The crows
Look at the
are
hawk.
fighting,
I summoned
dude.
the birds for you,
You
chat.
brought 'em. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for tuning in. We'll see you Wednesday for the Patreon. I'll see you tomorrow for a stream in case you're streaming.
I'll be on tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
We're going in.
We'll see you tomorrow.
If I sort it out, I might finally be able to stream on TikTok is a thing I'm going to try.
Ooh.
A TikTok stream, too.